Jonestown minus 918 people drank poison in one day. On November 18, 1978, over 900 Americans died in the jungle of South America. They didn't die in a war. They didn't die in a natural disaster. They drank poison because one man told them to. Parents held cups to their children's mouths. Mothers watched their babies die. Families lay down together and waited for death. It took about 5 minutes to die. 5 minutes of convulsions, foaming at the mouth and screaming. And while people died, speakers played calm music and a man's voice repeated, "Die with dignity." This is the story of Jonestown, the largest mass death of American civilians in a single event until September 11th. A tragedy so horrific that it gave us the phrase, drinking the Kool-Aid. And the worst part? Most of those 918 people didn't commit suicide. They were murdered. It started with a man named Jim Jones. Jones was born in Indiana in 1931 during the Great Depression. His childhood was troubled. His father was an alcoholic and suspected Klan member. His mother worked long hours, leaving young Jim largely unsupervised. Neighbors remembered him as a strange child, obsessed with religion and death. From an early age, Jones held funerals for small animals. He preached to other children in a barn behind his house. He studied how preachers controlled their congregations. He studied how dictators controlled nations. He was fascinated by power over people. In the 1950s, Jones became a preacher himself. He founded the People's Temple in Indianapolis, a church that preached racial equality. Jones welcomed black members and preached integration. He adopted children of different races, calling them his rainbow family. People loved him for this. He seemed progressive, caring, and righteous. Civil rights leaders praised him. But behind the scenes, Jones was building something else entirely. A cult, system of total control. Jones demanded absolute loyalty. Members had to cut ties with family. They had to donate their money, their homes, their possessions. Jones claimed to have supernatural powers. He staged elaborate fake healings. He claimed to be the reincarnation of Jesus, Buddha, and Lenin all at once. Jones controlled members through fear. He had them sign false confessions. He encouraged members to spy on each other. Jones was increasingly paranoid. He believed the government was out to get him. He began talking about revolutionary suicide. In 1977, Jones moved his operation to Guyana. He called it Jonestown. Over 900 members followed him, believing they were creating a utopia. What they found was a prison. Members worked 6 days a week in brutal tropical heat. Food was scarce. Armed guards patrolled the perimeter. Jones controlled all communication. Punishments were severe. Children were beaten or lowered into a dark well. Jones was addicted to drugs and paranoid beyond reason. He began holding White Nights rehearsals where members practiced mass suicide. Back in America, families formed a group called Concerned Relatives and demanded investigations. In November 1978, Congressman Leo Ryan decided to investigate personally. Ryan flew to Guyana with journalists. At first, everything seemed fine. But then some members passed notes to the journalists. They wanted to leave. On November 18th, Ryan prepared to leave with about 15 defectors. As they waited at the airstrip, a tractor arrived with armed men. They opened fire. Congressman Leo Ryan was shot more than 20 times and died. Back at Jonestown, Jones knew it was over. He gathered his followers one final time. A large metal vat was prepared with grape-flavored Flavor Aid mixed with cyanide. Nurses filled syringes for babies. You can hear Jones urging his followers to drink. Parents gave poison to their children first. Then they drank it themselves. Over 900 people died this way, their bodies found face down in the mud. Jim Jones died from a gunshot wound to the head. When soldiers reached Jonestown, they found a scene of unimaginable horror. The final count was 918 dead. Only 33 people survived. For decades, it was called a mass suicide. But was it? Many were children. Many adults were injected against their will. People were not choosing death. They were being murdered. Jim Jones didn't lead a suicide. He committed mass murder. Drinking the Kool-Aid became a phrase, but behind it are 918 bodies. If this disturbed you, subscribe. Next, we're exposing MKUltra.